Hi, my name is Samuli Laurikainen. I'm an organic farmer from Finland. Which one you want to hear first? The name of the company or our strategy? Well, first I tell our mission. Our mission is to be not so fucked up. We try to do everything a little bit better every day and make also the world a better place for us all. The company name is a SNAFU, comes from the word situation normal, all fucked up, but limited. Basically, there is three things we do, and in these three things we are best in world. Cash flow. We haven't needed any external funds so far. We sell our products, people love those, so we are not looking for likes. We are looking for lovers for our products. We are thinking a lot that how can we make a scalable concept, and now I think after 7 years we are quite close to that. The brand. We are, as I told earlier, we are not looking for those likes, but the lovers. And in Finland, for example, the biggest newspaper, Helsingin Sanomat, when they use sprouts, they use name Silmusalaatti. So that's the level. We are not just trying to compete the market, we are doing our own segment. We have only 4 products, and in these 4 products we are best in world. It did take 3 years to create this new carton package, which got 95% of less plastic than it used to be. And it also have a 14-day shelf-life, which is pretty nice. In each package there is one side is a story side, and for each product there is 8 different kind of like a storyboard, so we can tell our lovers our story. In Sweden, in Denmark, there is also sprouts. At the left there is a Swedish sprouts, and on the right there is Finnish sprouts. So it's basically same thing as with ice hockey. We are a little bit better. It's what we do is really simple. It's only water and seeds, nothing more. But when you want to succeed every time, it makes a thing a little bit harder. From the beginning we have only used wind power, and all the seeds all our production is organic, of course. No chemicals, no pesticides, no GMO, no waste, no fertilizers. We basically do not do waste because no one is ready to pay about waste. We farm in 10 floors and we get harvest 14 tons per 1 square meter. So it's quite efficient, I would say. Thank you. I try to be not so fucked.
So I've been thinking about a thing. You know, when we talk about food waste, we just love to blame the consumers, don't we? Right? But to be honest with you, the food industry stands for about 30%. In Europe, that's 29 million tons of eatable food with an associated cost of 48 billion euros wasted each and every year. The main reason for this is the lack of accurate forecasts. In fact, there's no data within the whole industry gathered to build those forecasts on. Instead, most of the production is done by assumptions. My name is Johan Wikström, and I don't get that word. Okay, my name is Johan Wikström, and I'm the co-founder of Snömoln. And what we do is that we build a data-driven marketplace between buyers, suppliers, and producers, in order to not only reduce the food waste, but to actually prevent it within the whole food industry. And this is how we do it. What we do is that we offer restaurants a set of digital tools for the inventory, the menu management, and the orders. These tools correlate with each other and are integrated to our marketplace. These tools also generate valuable insights that we then share with suppliers and producers. Just to give an example, let's say that a supplier has 500 kilos of fish they need to get rid of. Instead of picking up the phone and calling all their customers, spending hours, they should log into our system and see who among of their customers has fish on their menu and who of them are in need of fish right now. But what makes us really different from companies such as Rescued, Karma or Matsmart is that we work with prognosis. You see, all that beautiful data that we gather from the restaurants is what we feed our AI with. and with the help of machine learning, can we get an accuracy level as high as 80%. And that's really what the Swedish government has been asking for with their own action plan for reducing food waste. And that's actually why they granted us a fund of 1.2 Swedish million kronor through Naturvårdsverket to do this system. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about sustainability, but there's actually a lot of profitability here as well. So, the food industry is the third biggest industry in Sweden, and we aim to take 15% of the market within the next 3 years. And we are an investable company. We are a great team. We have pilot customers, we have an MVP, and we do have key partners within the whole food chain. But don't just take my word for it. Let's talk about Andreas, who actually invested in the company. And we're now looking for you who understand that with the help of Agenda 2030, we finally have a common goal, we have a common responsibility, and we have a common language, which is important. Because for the very first time, the whole industry has to come together. Because we need to have a change, and that's what the government's been looking for, that's what the industry is looking for, and that's what the survival of this planet is looking for. My name is Johan Wikström, and what I'm looking for is to meeting all you guys with all your excellent questions. Thank you.
Hey, hello, my name is Jens, and I'm the founder of TempOnline. TempOnline is smart temperature monitoring for fridges and freezers. Because there's health risks with food. Wrong storage temperature and bad hygiene is the major risks, which causes 500 cases of food poisoning in Sweden annually, and results in 140,000 metric tons of food waste, because we're not really sure about the storage temperatures. So this is health risk, so it's regulated in Livsmedelslagen, or the EU Food Act, which is common for all member states, which states that you need to have continuous control and documentation of storage temperatures in fridges and freezers. And that's for if you're a ICA or a big grocery store, or if you're a small cafe or bakery. And it's you can even be punished if you don't follow the law here. And there's been automated systems for this around for years, but they're quite expensive if you're a small bakery, or if you're a cafe or a small restaurant. It's from 50,000 crowns and upwards, plus monthly fees. So this has been only for the big grocery stores and fast food chains. But TempOnline want to change that. In Sweden alone, there's 70,000 restaurants, cafes, food trucks, kindergartens, retirement homes, petrol stations, foods, all handling food. And usually they're quite small, so they can't afford a system for 50,000 crowns. So what they have left to comply with the law, they measure manually. 2019, they measure manually and write it down with a paper and pen to keep track of the storage temperatures. And this takes a lot of manpower, and it's easily forgotten or skipped even. And there's no warnings, which means that it's a bad food safety, because you actually have no track of the temperatures in your fridges and freezers. So if you're quite good, you measure maybe once a day, but still the temperature is completely unknown for 23 hours and 59 minutes every day, even though you measure once a day. And just for sure, you usually keep the temperatures extra low, just for sure, which is a waste of energy. So TempOnline want to change this. For 60 crowns per month per fridge or freezer, we monitor your fridge and freezers 1,000 times a week, instead of maybe 7 times a week if you measure manually every day. This is done by IoT sensors. This, for example, is solar panel driven, which is our business partner Epishine, who was on stage before. So this measures temperature every 10 seconds with no batteries, and has eternal battery life because it's driven by indoor light. And then you comply with the Food Act and keep track of your food in your fridges and freezers. It's a low entry cost, and it's a subscription which includes it's all inclusive. And today we have live installations with paying customers in ICA, in cafes, in hotels and restaurants. And next step is to scale up in Sweden. We are go-to-market ready. We have an identified need and pain, It's a scalable solution, and the market is the same in the whole of EU because this is the Food Act in Europe. We are now actively looking for funding and partners to scale. Thank you.
Hello to everybody. It has been really interesting day, lots of cool pitches. I was quite surprised that I was invited here because what I do is something quite different. In the first thought, actually maybe later if you see, then maybe not so much. So I guess everybody have been in a busy bar waiting for a drink in a nightclub or a whatever bar where there's lots of people. You are thirsty like a dog. You need your drink and there's a line in front of you. Everybody hates that, doesn't it? And you know what? You hate it even more when you are the bar owner. I have been running bars and restaurants and big nightclubs for like 15 years. And I've seen hundreds of thousands of euros walk out the door or just wait. You lose a lot of money when you can't give your drinks out, right? And people lose their patience. So at one point I came to an idea to optimize the process. And there are other several problems. I hope you can see several problems in the bar industry. There's a labor cost, especially if it's city like Stockholm, London. The labor is very expensive. There's theft, always like 15-20% in every bar. The quality is never consistent. You need many shifts, especially if it's, let's say, airport bar. Then you need like 3 shifts to have a 24 hours cycle going on. So slow service that I just said, and inefficiency, that's also a problem. So I came to automate the process. It started with an idea of having like a food tray go around or something, or something of a process that should be automated. And I came up with a fully autonomous robot bartender that also has a soul and kind of communicate with you. So the advantages of it is it's very fast. The robot bartender can serve like 4 bartenders at a time. It can do 100 drinks an hour. You don't have to pay any salary, of course. It's fully autonomous. It can go on one load 1,400 drinks. That's how much cups it has inside. And you need to service the cycle by that. If you have a bar that sells, let's say, 100 drinks, it can go a week or something. In a busy nightclub, maybe once a day. There is no loss because it's super precise. It's very monitorable. You have a back-end app that shows you what's going on there, how much have you sold, when do you have to service, whatever. Easy to pay. The payment is like in Uber in the background. You scan your credit card and it automatically takes the money off, and it doesn't steal. Also, it's communicative, and that means it has a chatbot app with AI that talks to you, and you can give orders to it. So the prototype was ready the Christmas last year. The commercial prototype we just got ready in Estonia, Tallinn 2 weeks ago, and we are gonna promote and showcase it in Tallinn this summer, and the production will start in the end of this year. So our market is quite wide. We are in talks right now with the 70 multinational companies all over the world. Our market can be actually all the busy bars in the world. Nightclubs, sports venues. There's a big stadium, for instance, in US. Festivals. Airports is our main client right now because it's the best client for the visibility, for the client cycle 24 hours, and the prices are high, the salaries are very high. So we are actually aiming airports right now, 400 airports in Western Europe mostly. Tourism spots and cruise ships is also secondary market that we are aiming. So the business model is twofold. We produce the machines, we sell, lease and maintain, and we operate and run our own machines. That's the business model for actually the first 2 years, because the big money is not in selling machines but alcohol. That's, everybody knows that it's up to tenfold, and that's what we are planning to do the first 2 years, because of also the testing cycle that we need to do the first 2 years. So we are looking for investors. So far we have invested our own money up to 1 million, and the industrial prototyping is done very soon, and we are starting to produce, and for that we need to raise some more money. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here telling you how we are making healthy food made easy. Uy, sorry. No. No. Ah, okay. Sorry. So, yes, whoops, no. Yes. So, how we are making healthy food made easy and bringing science to the kitchen with YOGUT. As you know, we are in the middle of a food crisis, which the food that we are eating, instead of making us healthy, is actually making us sick. And when I talk about us, I'm not only talking about me and you, but about the trillions of microorganisms that lives within and outside our body, our microbiome. They look kind of like that. And those tiny little bugs, they are considered to be one of the biggest discoveries in medicine of our times, which will change completely the way that we live, eat, and treat diseases. Why I'm saying that? Because I'm one of the lead experts here in Sweden in this area. My name is Aline de Santabel. I'm a scientist and a yogurt lover who is ready to make yogurt great again. Because I believe that yogurt can be a great solution for our health crisis, but only if we remove all the additives, the bad stuff on that, bring it back the natural health benefits of it, and resolve the problem with packaging. Can we do that? Yes, we can. We started our journey last year developing the most delicious plant-based yogurt in the world, which you will be able to try. It would be the first functional plant-based to hit the Swedish market. The problem with that was that since it's a clean product, the shelf life was very short, and that's why we initiated the development of YOGUT, a smart yogurt machine. Oops. With YOGUT, it's a kind of an espresso for yogurt. With YOGUT, we'll be able to produce fresh and healthy yogurt very conveniently at home, and that's how it will work. With YOGUT, first you select the recipe of your choice by using the YOGUT app, and then you add the milk of your choice, which can be both plant-based and dairy-based, and let the magic happen, and together with the yogurt pod. And after 8 to 10 hours, you have a freshly made yogurt, very healthy and very convenient at home. Our pod, differently from espresso, is a 100% soluble pod without individual packaging, and with improved health benefits, which is being developed in partnerships based on internal and external research with different universities here in Sweden and with a global lead in probiotic production. And our business model is based on the single sales of the machines and continuous sales of the pods. And for that, we have been setting a competitive price plan. We started our journey, as I said, last year, and we have been part of different programs here in Sweden. We already raised the 2 million Swedish kronor, which has been invested in our R&D. And right now we are part of the Plus Impact Accelerator in Denmark. And we will be demoing our machine by the demo day and at Singularity University in 2 weeks. And we expect to be bringing our machine to the market just in time to become the summer hit of 2020. Our team is, we have different experts which are passionate about food and ready for making food better. And what we need right now is smart money and also production partners to bring our ready-made yogurt to the market. And just to finalize, I would like to say that it's not about a machine or about yogurt. What we are creating is an ecosystem to supply innovative gut products for the lifestyle of the future. So join the gut revolution.
Hello, I'd like to introduce you to what might be the real future of protein. Food, looking forward, is probably our greatest challenge, at least one of our greatest challenges. It's multifaceted. How do we protect our planet? How do we feed all the humans on it? Those who don't get enough and those who consume too much. And at the center of animal protein, how do we help and support the animals that supply it? So consumers today are very aware and have come on board with the idea of alternative proteins. And wherever you are on this journey from a traditional meat eater, there are plenty of alternative proteins out there for you. Some better than others, but nothing quite like mycoprotein. Our product, Abunda Mycoprotein, is a high quality protein plus fiber. Unlike other protein alternatives, you don't need a lot of significant processing to create the delicious foods that we're looking for today. There you go. Short intro. Our advantage is that we our product, Abunda Mycoprotein, enables you to create truly delicious meat alternative products. As its form suits a meat style dish, that is where it naturally fits. But also it has application in many other products. It's the most sustainable of all proteins. And of course it's scalable, and that is key to a world we can't be sure to quantify right today. So we designed it so that we can scale to the market need as it grows, close to where it's needed. And of course, it's highly nutritious. It's a protein and a fiber. It's a complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids. And finally, it has 0 trans fats or cholesterol. Many applications, from meat alternatives all the way through to staples like pasta or noodles, and of course plastics as something which you might not have thought about for such an application. Whoops, there you go. I've managed to kill it, but thank you very much. As we prepare for launch in 2021, thank you very much. Let's change what we eat, not how we eat.
Okay. So I just want to start off with a very short story. 3 years ago, I had the opportunity to move to Southeast Asia with my family to live and work. And as I travel across many different countries, I saw at first hand what plastic has done to our oceans and our environment. We were fortunate enough, though, to live in Singapore, a country where we can actually drink the water from the tap, which is not the case in all other Asian countries. And we started to reflect upon this, and we looked at our country, Sweden, and some of the neighboring countries, and the fact that even though we have great tap water, we are buying tons of water in stores. And the fact is that we're buying more than 200 million liters of water every year in Sweden alone. A lot of that water has been flavored. A majority of that water has been flavored. This has a huge negative impact on our environment, going from manufacturing, transportation, and recycling of these waters. We felt we want to be part of a change of changing this behavior. So what we did was that we created a brand, our brand called Aqua Gustus, which means water and flavor in Latin. So Aqua Gustus is a premium brand, and will, with its taste and modern and sustainable design and philosophy, attract a broad and conscious audience around the world, starting with Sweden. So our business idea is can very much be summarized into one sentence: drink more water and enhance your tap water with healthy, tasty flavoring extract for a better and more sustainable world. So we want to encourage people to drink more tap water and to minimize the carbon footprint. 2, we want to inspire people to drink the best they can, which is water, and only if they so want, flavor it with natural things from the botanical world, boosted with vitamins. And 3, we want to help people to drink a tastier water. So what have we been doing for the last 2 years? We have been developing our product, Aqua Gustus Natural Flavoring for Water. It's 100% natural extract to be used for still or sparkling water. It only contains natural ingredients such as extracts from spices, fruit, berries, and so forth. The only thing we are added are extra vitamins. 3 glasses a day would give you a recommended daily intake of these vitamins. It comes in a designed bottle, and you will happy to see that over there at the stand, with a spray functionality. And it's free from calories, sugar, artificial sweeteners, GMO, and it's also vegan. So natural goodness, both for body and mind. So over the last 2 years, we have been focusing on product development, design and packaging development. We have tested the concept through numerous focus groups and met with potential partners and resellers. We're now into selling phase, which is vending companies, conference, as a business to business, and we're also looking for retail. And we'll launch this product in August, September in Sweden. So just 2 more slides. The team is myself and my partner Linda. Linda is head of marketing communication. We're part of an incubator in southern Sweden, and we also have an advisory board. What we need. So we're looking for people with, we're looking for partners and resellers in Sweden that can help us open up the market. And secondly, to move this product internationally, we're looking for people with international knowledge. And thirdly, investors to support us with Bullet 2. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Coletti, the designer and artistic director of Kigarden. Okay. We have designed the first smart garden for home growing healy herbs. So with the Kigarden, everyone can learn the healing power of plants with an easy to use tool which combine ecological materials, botanical innovation and the best technology for indoor growing. 100% made in Italy. So Kigarden reinterprets the medieval hortus conclusus concept by proposing the rediscovery of the ancient natural remedies in an engaging and thoughtful way. Growing fresh herbs in a home environment without any risk of contamination allows to preserve all the bioactive compounds of the plant. Consuming fresh herbs provide the best benefits, as dry herbs lose almost 50% of the essential oils. So have a look of a schematic section of Quattro. You can see all the components that compose our project. So have a closer look. Kigarden has a green soil and it's eco-friendly because we use only material natural. It's essential for us to use only organic and no GMO seeds, which provides with a range of functions. We studied for years to identify the best plants coming from different curative cultures and the richest natural source of bioactive compounds. Our watering system integrates an ancient technique, the olla, widely used by Romans. The ceramic micropores allows the soil to absorb the water, keeps the perfect humidity of the plants, and reduce water consumption. We integrate the best LED grow lights for indoor gardening, providing the perfect light nutrition for the plant's growth, and offer a pleasant illumination. Here you have a look of a Quattro and Uno that we are available in different color combination. You can choose the frame and the pots that you like the most. These are our original wellness kit that are composed by Antiox, No Stress and Slim, which have specific benefits for your body and mind. For instance, one of the plants of a Slim kit is Pilosella, helps the skin tonification with a watery retention action. This is the team. So we are three from Italy. So we combine different know-hows in area of design, health and marketing. This perfect mix allowed to develop the best product. We came from the same area of Italy and we met in Paris. We discovered that we have a common need, reestablish a connection with nature. So this is our milestones. We started the first production and our product will be available for purchase on our website soon. The e-commerce will be supported by a strong advertising and social media marketing strategy aimed to underline the extraordinary advantages for our product in the growing wellness market. So thank you for your time. This is Kigarden. If you have any questions, contact us.
Hi everybody, and imagine that you are in the wide forest, endless forest, and everywhere you look, you see white blueberries and lingonberries, and everywhere of those berries you can enjoy fine wine. So those of you who has a glass, we just only got these glasses, take a sip and taste the love from the forests in the north. Welcome to the north of Sweden. My name is Lee Holmberg from IDUNN Norsjö wine. We make wine of blueberries. Now it goes a little bit fast, I think. So only since last December, we introduced our wine of blueberries to the Swedish consumers, and immediately a successful stories. So the wine experts, including experts from Systembolaget, they just said that nobody has make wine of this quality based on berries and fruit. So, what is the secret? One of the secret is our very high quality blueberries grows under the midnight sun. And they have very high acidity and also intensive aroma as well as very elegant tannin structure. That's the quality who can develop to fine wine. So we focus, our driving force is to focus on healthy planet and also the well-being of the people. So what we do is the vinification that helps the blueberry to become fine wine. So let me introduce Roland. And if you're thinking in the wine world, it's Roland, it's our grape. That means blueberry. And actually, one of the most famous Swedish wine expert, Carl Jan, he recommended Roland just for 2 weeks ago to the Swedish people. 4 gram breast sugar and just compared to a fine Beaujolais, as well as if you like Pinot Noir. And the wine experts love it, so does the people follow. So we already got a lot of Roland wine friends, and what we want to build is the IDUNN wine community. And just for this summer, we actually bring a new product that is the wine of bergskär from the lingonberry. It's a lot of potential to make wine from different berries. So the rosé we brought only for 2 weeks ago, it's already very much purchased in the north of Sweden. See all the possibilities we have only based on berries. And we believe the new fine wines made of the white berries and fruits can actually transform an old wine world. Because thinking about grapes, they are much of impact, climate impact comes from growing grapes. We don't need to grow grapes, so we reduce 50% of the environmental impact by making wine of the berries. So we think the IDUNN wine concept makes wine that is the most sustainable wine for the people. So now you can enjoy good wine and keep balance of the planet. Thank you very much.
We will not have enough food by 2050. Everyone will feel the effects of this food crisis, but for those who are already hungry, the result will be devastating. We need to change the types of food we eat, and we need to change it now. Our solution to this is algae, particularly microalgae. Microalgae can be grown on non-arable land. You can grow it on fresh or salt water. It uses less resources and has less of an environmental impact compared to almost any other food. Despite this, it isn't widely used as a food source. I'm from Ocean Orchards. My name is Anna. We focus on spirulina at the moment and making it a staple food. The issue with spirulina is that right now it's sold as a dry powder. That the drying process degrades the nutrition and the taste, and as such people don't really want to use it. We have come up with a solution to fix this. These are our spirulina pearls. They contain fresh, still living spirulina. This technology improves taste, nutrition, and versatility of the product. It also extends the shelf life compared to raw spirulina on its own. And I didn't mention it before, but the nutrition of spirulina is absolutely amazing. It has so much protein, and it contains all the essential amino acids. It also contains a bunch of vitamins and so many minerals. We should be eating this all the time. The spirulina market is hot and is expected to continue to grow. It was worth $346 million in 2018, and over the following 8 years, it's expected to more than double. It's worth noting that this is just spirulina. It's not including any other type of microalgae for which our technology would also work. This is Ocean Orchards. Our team has the perfect balance between the energy of youth and wealth of experience, powered forward by our passion for algae. Between the three of us, we have years of experience in algae cultivation, research, and construction, which we need to build our systems. We are part in every step of producing our end product. We have currently received over 48,000 in funding. About a third of this is from one of Australia's top accelerators, whose program we are currently undertaking. We have also done some safety product testing, and everything has come back great so far, and we're doing a 2-month shelf life testing at the moment. We are also producing our own spirulina in outdoor bioreactors, which you can see here on the slide. Our next step is to finalize our 8,000 liter spirulina pond. We expect it to be up by the end of July. After this, we need to do more and more extensive market validation. And lastly, we need to scale up and mechanize our production process. Thank you all for listening. If you would like to speak with us further, this is where you can reach us.
Hi everybody, I'm Agneta and I'm here today on behalf of Paptic, a small Finnish startup company who has developed a new packaging material. And what is Paptic? It's not paper, it's not plastic, it's not non-woven, it's simply Paptic. A new sustainable packaging material, wood-based and suitable for reusable packaging. So the raw material is coming from certified forests. It's renewable, biodegradable and recyclable in the paper and carton board recyclable stream. Paptic is fitting into the circular economy. We are using existing infrastructure for production and for converting of the material. Come on. Yes, thanks. Oh, and the material can be used for all existing packaging we can see in the market. What's wrong? Founded in 2015, we launched our first commercial product last year, and we have a new one in pipeline for the second half of this year. We have established our sales force in Europe, and we have partly also salespeople in Asia. We are currently working to plan our new machine, which will be ready end next year or beginning 2021, and which will give us a production capacity of about 30,000 tons per annum. So I started with a question, and I will finish off with a question. Why do we need a new packaging material, you may wonder? And looking at Paptic as a substitute for existing material, that is probably a good question and probably a question mark. But apart from certain types of plastic where Paptic is a really good substitute. But we would like to challenge packaging designers and brand owners to rethink their packaging strategy and start working with reusable and second life instead of relying on renewable and existing materials. And we can do that because we have an interesting material with a lot of functionality that exists already today in existing material, but we also have a very attractive and visual appearance in the Paptic material. We also think that the consumers would be inspired to change their consuming habits from renewable to reusable. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please contact me.
Hello, my name is Hanna von Schantz and I'm CEO and co-founder of Picky Eating. So this is my co-founding colleague, Sofia, who is also in the audience here, with her daughter Svea. About 8 years ago, Svea got diagnosed with celiac disease, and suddenly the eating habits and planning and shopping habits in the family turned upside down. It became super complicated to know what food to choose. But the problem is not only about Sofia and their family. Over 4 million Swedes have to make informed food choices due to allergies, dietary options, or lifestyle options. So choosing food in the store or when we are about to cook is a major problem for a lot of us. So the solution to this problem is quite simple. We developed an app that was launched about 6 months ago, and it's available on App Store and Google Play, and it's free to download. So you download the app and you enter your dietary profile, and when you go into the supermarket or when you're at home, you simply scan the barcode of a food item and you get an immediate indication whether the product fits or doesn't fit your needs. And currently we're developing the food app so that it will contain more dietary profiles such as nutrition and other lifestyle options, and also you as a user will get personalized campaigns and discount vouchers or recipes, for example. Our journey began in 2013 when we launched our first app, Ingredienslexikon, and it's been on the top 5 list on App Store since we launched. Infused by EU regulation of food information, and after we have integrated our app with Validu, or the GS1 food database, we were able to launch this MVP in November 2018. And currently we're pursuing 2 different paths. So we're developing the app towards consumers, but we're also developing a solution that is targeted towards retailers and the food industries so that they can become even better to meet the needs of the future consumer demands. So we're here today because we're looking for partners and or investors. So partners within the food industry could be producers and retailers who would like to have our solution integrated as an API or as a white label product in their service so that they can increase food transparency and personalization. And we are also looking for seed funding, so range 2 to 3 million Swedish crowns, so that we can develop this MVP product and get even more users. Currently we have more than 2,000 users and we haven't done any marketing, so we have already proven our concept. This is the founding team, and together we have a lot of startups experience, technology development and marketing and sales experience, and we work closely with nutritionists, health professionals and also data scientists. So if you want to join us, if you're a producer, a retailer or an investor, please don't hesitate to join our journey and contact me or Sofia later today. Thank you.
Kindly inviting you to join the main stage for announcement of the pitching competition winner, as well as the official start of the afterwork together with the Aperitivo Stockholm. Thank you all and happy partying.